First in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And some room to maneuver.
Still fighting. He's still on his feet. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 75 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Chiefs nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Chiefs nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now Patrick going to change the play. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And Hardman's going to pick up a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 yards on a 2nd down screen play.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And his pass incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Back deep, Kevin Byard. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1 yard line with a minimal gain of 2. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Chiefs 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Mahomes again. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game. Where'd you pull that one from? Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Swift going to try up the middle. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself as we just saw there.
2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff should put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play through.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Running left to give it to Pacheco.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Keep those sticks moving. Look downfield. He's been open all day. Got the cheat code offense. Up, up, down, down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's got his run back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Mahomes will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Mahomes to throw it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st and goal. Pacheco is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas. Who can score on these guys? Yellow. This is our last chance.
Mahomes.
Rolling to his left. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
It's all what you're working with. Teamwork, baby. Work for it. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yellow.
3rd down and goal coming up here. Here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
the 30-yard line.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the gun, here's Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle end up making the play.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
And he's got this down to the 35. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to barrier.
They've got over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks him backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, in overtime to put him in the red zone. That was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown!
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chiefs 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 42-yard line.
Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds after gaining about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles. The NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's get two all moving down the field.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tershawn Wharton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Time to find line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Chiefs 7, Cowboys 0.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Prescott to throw on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters, we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up.